Welcome to Startup Hack. All right, let's get into it today because the AI world just got a major shakeup. DeepSeek, a Chinese AI company, just released their DeepSeek R1 model, and it's making some serious noise and definitely ruffling some feathers. This thing is outperforming OpenAI's models. It's fully open source, and it's jumped up to the top of the app stores. So here's the kicker. It was built with less than $6 million worth of training, while others are spending over $100 million per model. Mark Zuckerberg is estimating that it's going to take Meta billions of dollars to get to this, and these guys just came out with a small model that's totally blowing the doors off of everybody else. So let's break this down today, dive into what this means, and talk about some of the fallout. Welcome to Startup Hack. I'm Spencer Thompson. Here at Startup Hack, we train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps and build custom software solutions for companies. With a decade of executive leadership as a fractional CTO and 25 years in software development, I've mastered transforming tech teams and products. So DeepSeek R1 is here, and it's totally a game changer. Now, what does this mean for us developers, and what does this mean for the industry? Let's dive into it, because we all know that the AI bubble has been ready to burst, and this is a crazy way that we're going to see this. So DeepSeek R1 introduces a reasoning model that outperforms OpenAI's O1 model. Now, this model is designed to handle complex tasks that require logical thinking and problem solving. So it's not just about generating text, it's about understanding and reasoning through problems and through large tokens, right? So this is a significant leap forward in AI capabilities, especially for developers who need more than just code generation. So the model's ability to reason could revolutionize how we approach software development and some problem solving. Now, I think we're still very early days of this. And the same way that the calculator didn't get rid of the mathematician, I still don't see developers going away anytime soon, but this is definitely going to change things just the same way that a calculator changed it for a mathematician, right? It's still in the early days, and we're going to definitely see some stuff shake out. So one of the things about DeepSeek R1 is that it's fully open source, meaning anyone can access the model and modify the code. So that's a big deal because it's democratizing AI development, allowing more people to experiment and innovate. Open source models like this can lead to faster advancements and more collaborative efforts in the AI community. It also means that smaller companies and individual developers can leverage powerful AI without breaking the bank. However, with great power comes some great responsibilities, and open source models needs to be used carefully, right? This move could put a lot of pressure onto the other AI companies, and let's talk a little bit about this, because DeepSeek R1 was trained with less than $6 million, which is just literally, I mean, it sounds like a lot of money to you and I, but it's a fraction of the cost to what some of these other companies were spending. Mark Zuckerberg said that it cost over $100 billion to train some of their Llama 3.2 models, right? So this makes DeepSeek's achievement even more impressive. Now, this low cost is going to disrupt the AI industry, right? Making these high quality models more accessible, but also raises the question about how much money, about billions of dollars, that are being pumped into these large AI companies. Because as a developer, this will make AI tools much more affordable. So we also need to consider some of the trade-offs, because lower costs could mean it'll definitely come into some other areas, and this is going to bring some interesting competition, right? So DeepSeek R1 is already at the top of the free app charts with millions of downloads, right? And the rapid adoption shows that there's a huge demand for accessible AI tools. So being open source and free clearly resonates with users. However, the great popularity also is going to come with a lot of scrutiny. There's a lot of people who are not wanting to send their data overseas, right? But if your company has systems that aren't connected, let us help you out, because here at Startup Hack, our specialty is connecting systems to help your company work like a well-oiled machine. So check out startuphack.com. Now, DeepSeek R1 is already available on Llama, and it's really starting to gain traction. It's already got 1.4 million downloads on Llama. Now, Llama's ease of use and accessibility contributes to the model's rapid adoption. So this availability means that developers can quickly dive in and start to work on integrating DeepSeek into their workflows. Now, as a developer, you definitely want to stay on top of these platforms to be able to leverage some of the latest AI models, right? Now, there is definitely some security concerns coming up here, right? Because everybody's shouting, oh, shut down TikTok, shut down TikTok. Oh, but here, Chinese people, let's give you all of our data to use in your AI machines, right? And so that's what a lot of people are thinking about. So this is why I'm a big fan of using something like Llama, or else downloading these models, because they are open source, to your machine, learning how to use them, and then running them local and learning how to do tasks with these locally. Now, if your tasks do need to have internet access to be able to have the model access it, that does get a little bit more complicated. But you don't need to be able to, you don't have to worry if you're worried about doing this in a security sensitive way, right? So it's really careful, as you want to be careful as with always, to make sure you vet your AI tools and know exactly where your data is going, right? But we also don't need to be ignorant, because if you can download the model, run it on your machine, you know that model's knowing, you can track where that data is going and see that it's staying all in-house. Now, the AI hype train is in full swing, and DeepSeek R1 is a reminder that not all advancements are created equal. This model is impressive, and it's important to separate the hype from the actual capabilities. So as developers, we need to stay grounded and focused. DeepSeek R1 is definitely a step forward, but it's still not the magic bullet, right? It's a tool, not a replacement for human expertise. So it does increase the ability to do these large reasoning models, and it's really exciting to see them take larger inputs with less amount of cost, right? Because we need to approach AI with a critical eye. I was just reading an article yesterday that the author was suppositioning that if we took the whole US and turned it into nothing, every data center to nothing more than AI generation, we could actually maybe reach AGI. Now, first of all, the implications of that is just ridiculous. But two, you actually can't, because there's still a scaled limit on data. So we can just see that there's still a lot of hype versus reality that's going on in the AI space. Now, DeepSeek R1 success definitely is going to signal a shift in how AI models are developed and deployed. Lower costs and open source models are going to lead and going to continue to push innovation forward, and going to show how bloated some of these huge companies are. So some of these companies that market closed yesterday that were hitting, that were definitely taking a hit. NVIDIA was down over 13%. It's because DeepSeek is running on chips that are running way cheaper than a lot of the NVIDIA chips. Microsoft took a hit, right? Definitely saw like a 3% drop because Microsoft is so all in on AI. So the future of AI development is very exciting because it's still uncertain. And this shows that we are just still at the tip of this, right? So as AI continues to evolve, the role of developers is going to become more and more critical, because that's what we're seeing here. Somebody came in and was able to disrupt the billions of dollars with millions of dollars. And again, millions of dollars is still a lot of money. So obviously this isn't something you're doing in your garage, but DeepSeek was able to build a powerful tool, and the use of it's up to us, and we can now take it and put it to good use. So that means that we can stay informed, continue to learn, and adapt to these new technologies. Now, there's definitely a competitive landscape out there, right? And DeepSeek R1 and their success is a wake-up call for all the other AI companies, including OpenAI, Microsoft, and a lot of these other bigger companies like Meta and others. Interesting enough, Meta's stock actually still went up. So, but the competition in AI space is definitely starting to heat up, and this is going to be a good news for the consumers and for developers. More competition means more innovation, better tools, and lower costs. It also means that we're going to continue to see developers moving towards this AI space, right? It's proof that good development can continue to make incremental improvements. Now, while DeepSeek definitely has got the news machines running to it, and is definitely one of the top downloads and definitely one of the best tools out there, it's still years away from being able to replace a developer. And I mean like decades away from still being able to replace a developer. Just remember, in the 60s, when the calculator was first introduced, everybody said, oh, there goes mathematicians. And yet mathematicians is still one of the top paying studies that comes out of college, right? In fact, most computer science that are getting paid the highest are those who have math background, right? Because all of this stuff requires some very high level math. The flip side of this is, look for how long Elon Musk has been saying that FSD, full self-driving for its Teslas, are going to be driving people around. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my Tesla and I love FSD and it's fantastic, but it's still so far from even being able to compete with my 16-year-old who just learned how to drive, right? So it's still a long ways away. So there's definitely a rise in AI models like DeepSeek R1, and this is really interesting to watch them come in and disrupt the market the way they are. But it means that we still need to continue to be diving deep into new technologies, pushing these boundaries, and continuing to learn how we're going to implement these. I'm really excited by 2025 because I see a lot of talk about AI agents. I'm actually a big fan of AI agents because you're able to say, I'm going to solve this problem with AI. I think AGI isn't going to happen. I think we're going to see a lot of AI agents that can replace specific things. And that's where I'm a really big fan of. Because here at Startup Hack, we're here to help you in every step of the way, whether it's that you need to get your systems integrated together. You can reach out to us because we have a consulting firm where we build and offer consulting services for our teams. Or if you want to get in to this exciting new time and learn how to develop, we train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps. So hit us up because we'd love to help you out. And we've got a special offer for you here at the end. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Want to become a software developer but don't want to spend 4 years in college and rack up massive student loan debts? Think you need technical expertise to get started? Welcome to Startup Hack, a better way to start your software career without student loans and years without income. One-on-one tutoring is included so you never get stuck and have guidance through the whole process. No technical experience is necessary. Learn at your own pace and in your own space. Startup Hack has worked with local state agencies in your area to make it so that qualifying students can get the program costs covered entirely and students can start earning while they learn.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I completed the full stack development course offered by Startup Hack. One thing setting Startup Hack apart from any other coding bootcamp was the quality of one-on-one tutoring available. All of the projects that we did were challenging and thought-provoking, but left me feeling very accomplished and very prepared for my first job that I was offered just days after completing the program.
Hello, I'm Tom, and I completed the full stack development course offered by Startup Hack, and I must say that it was an excellent experience. The tutors is what set this course apart from others. They were knowledgeable, experienced, and always available to help provide me with guidance and support. Do not hesitate to take advantage of this affordable and efficient software development course.
Complete our 3-month coding bootcamp, gain hands-on experience, and land a paid internship. With 2 years of experience, on average, our graduates are making over $80,000 per year. The 3-month program includes technologies from Microsoft, Google, and Facebook. No debt, just a quick path to earning. Check out startuphack.com to code your future and start today.